Hey everybody, Saturday. I am in Riga, Latvia, which my understanding is a beautiful city, one of the best of the Baltic cities. So I'm excited about seeing it most of tomorrow. I just got here today, so really all I was able to do was the building behind me, which is Riga's Museum of Occupation. I'm finding these in the Baltic states. You know, the Scandinavian states seem to have, countries seem to have museums of resistance. The Baltics have museums of occupation because I think most Americans knew about the Soviet occupation, but during World War II they were occupied by the Germans. So, and then before that there was even some Soviet occupation. So, unfortunately, you're talking Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. From 1939 to about 1991, they had the Soviets, and then they had the Nazis, and then they had the Soviets again. You know, we learn about this stuff in school in America, but I don't think I was capable of appreciating some of this stuff until just the last few days. You know, as I posted on Facebook, I spent yesterday afternoon in Tallinn, Estonia at the prison. After I'd recorded my video in the prison, I actually met a man who was a prisoner there when he was 17 years old in 1956, just for being a dissident, you know, like a member of what would be the equivalent of like the Young Democrats or Young Republicans. He was a member of a group that was anti-Soviet and was thrown in prison there and then sent to Siberia for 4 years. So going through this museum, it's just that much more amplified. I mean, the horrors of the Nazis and the Soviets are just unbelievable. And you know, the museums, it's actually free. They just take donations, and so I'm going to go back tomorrow and finish some of it up. But you know, I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't looking for this kind of history. I was, but I don't think I expected to feel what I was feeling. And I'm sorry if this comes across as not very entertaining to watch. I think at this point I'm recording this one more for me because I'm angry. I mean, this was just horrific brutality. I mean, the stories of how the people were gathered out of their homes and murdered, and how it was done. And, you know, some 30,000 Latvians losing their lives in one night under the German occupation, and then the things that the Soviets did, and the propaganda campaigns they used to lure people in and then kill them or just make their lives miserable. Or just, I don't know. It's hard to look at. I mean, at the same time, I'm glad I'm getting to see some of this and experience some of it. I think it gives me new perspectives on political issues we deal with today, about why some groups are coming from the standpoint that they are, because the horrors they went through are just nothing like we've ever imagined as Americans, at least as white Americans. I'll say, you know, I'm not going to comment on, you know, we're not entirely innocent, I guess, as white Americans about some of our atrocities. But anyway, so you've had two straight sort of negative videos coming from me, and tomorrow I'm going to go experience glorious Riga and then do some hiking in Latvia. So hopefully I'll have a pretty day and it'll be better. But if you do make it out to the Baltic states ever, these museums of occupation they're worth seeing. They've got a lot of history. They have different items that are legitimately from these eras that you can see and just kind of appreciate what we have in America compared to how they were growing up here for some, 50 plus years. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow again from Latvia before heading to Lithuania, then Poland, and then Germany. Take care.